Hello, it is Lord Haywire. I am working on some. Well, you can barely see it. Oh, it's because I opened Unity. Unity, I did that last time. Unity makes all these things smaller. I haven't rebooted since. I should have rebooted. I did do a FSC slash scan now on this computer. I always do that pretty regularly, actually. This computer's dying. Uh, anyways, working on some 2D of the 2D 4X game, converting it from Unity to Godot. Eventually, we'll get there. This is the third day in a row I've streamed this. I only work on this game. This game's open source. I only work on it when I stream, so I want to get some shit done. I'm documenting my whole experience. It's fucking boring, but whatever. That's part of life. I just thought it would be an interesting thing to do for me. Anyways, last time we struggled through a bunch of. I struggled through a bunch of lists. This time, we're going to turn those lists into actual people. When I say people, I'm just noticing that I'm not getting notification on that I'm streaming. Am I actually streaming? Yes, I am. Weird. I usually get a Discord notification. I guess it busted. Great. Another thing that is broken. I think I pay money for that notification little program. Oh, there it is. It was just very, very slow. All right, who gives a shit, right? Why am I talking about that? So we made these lists last time somewhere. That's what Fred Dickface is, our test list. What we're going to do with that is we are going to turn that into random population generation. So last time I had two parallel lists when I had it in Unity. One was a list of all of the people, and one was a list of the heroes that were taken out of those people. So, like, the heroes can also be in the population. And so I had these two separate, or I had two separate lists. One of them had the same information as the other, and the other one, whatever, was much shorter, just had the heroes. What we're going to do, though, I think, is I'm just going to have two separate lists, a heroes list and a list for the population. We'll see how that turns out. When we make like a list of the whole population, we'll do the heroes first, then the normal population. The peasants will be second. That's the plan, at least. We may change things. We messed around with a Godot list, and that was interesting. We're going to use that, and we'll do a normal list, a C# list for the heroes, and we'll do a Godot list for the normal population. The peasant, we'll call them peasants. They aren't peasants, but the normal population. And that way I'll be able to see which one I like better or if it matters. And because I need to know for the future, because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with lists. Anyways, it looks like we started here. We have faction generation. I can't remember where I stuck the test part. Well, we can just look up. We can just search Fred. And we want it to be case sensitive and the whole shebang. Fred Dickface, there he is. Where did we put this? We put this under select county just for testing. So let's get this out of here. We don't need that in here anymore. We actually don't need this county data either. Let's get rid of all of that. Well, we'll bring this over too. And we'll put this temporarily in here. And we'll get rid of this line. And we'll put it over here somewhere. I guess right here. It's very quiet in my ears. And this, what did I grab here? Create popular. Oh, I see what I did. This will go up here. Create population. This would go up here. I was like, why is it so quiet? It's the stuff in my ears. Create population. We have two of these now. We don't need this to say test something. That was just for our test something. And we can change this to create population for our test just to make sure everything is working. I gotta baby step it. Let me start my music. I know you guys can't hear it. I'm sorry. That's gonna be my thing now. I'm sorry. We got two of these in here. We don't need that one. We can get rid of all this shit. And this shit. And this is not how we're going to do this. This is just for a test. We're also loading in all these names that we're going to randomly generate. I think we had one too many. There we go. And we're going to be using all this code. We're going to be adjusting it, but we're going to be using a lot of that code. In the meantime, though, all we need to do is make sure that this works. It's not attached to this thing, so we're going to attach it. I also had this idea where we put these like another thing with all these generation, another node with all these generation things underneath it. But I think it goes like up the children until it gets to the top, like the top thing, it goes up the children, the root thing, and it goes up the, I don't know. So we'll have to fuck with that. That won't be that bad though. Wait, I should stop saying that because so far the list thing was a huge struggle for me because I'm not used to the Godot list, and it also was giving me errors that I didn't understand. We got an error here. 16. Oh, we got to drag in this county data. County data is a public class, I think. Wait, what were we doing with county data? I can't remember. It wants something. My music stopped. County population, county data. Oh, were we loading it from disk over there? I don't know. I think it's a resource. I did this yesterday. It's not a resource. Well, we do have this. What did I do? What is this county data thing? I can't, yesterday, and I already can't remember. Public, it's a thing. It's a script or something. Why did my music stop as well? It says I switched accounts. I didn't switch accounts. What's it talking about? It's like, hey, you've switched accounts. No, I didn't. I guess I did like 20 minutes ago. Because I have two accounts on YouTube, and that's what I'm using to get my music. Anyways, county data. What was this? Why can't I remember what this was? Like I said, it was yesterday. Here it is. What is this thing? Oh, wait. Where did I have this before? That's why I was testing this. Okay, we got to test this in a different way. Now I'm still not getting any music. Start playback. Yes, I just want to continue. Now I don't want to hear this song because you made it. God damn. All right, so county data is a resource. That's what I thought. That I was like, what? It wants one of these is what it wants. And how we're having that, this is going to go through, not this. The random population is going to go through all the children, and that's where this county data is going to come from. And so what we're going to do is for I equals this, and we're going to need, oh, we have it right there. Counties parent dot count. I forgot to get child count. I forgot a big step here. I is less than this. A lot of times it will auto-generate most of this for me. Then we'll put this in here. And then county data will be that's what we need, except this is going to be, wait, where did I stick this county data? Oh, you know what? I fucked this up. There was an easier way, or not an easier way, but there was another plan. Man, I got a headache all of a sudden. I've been fucking with my heater. before, after, during. So this is where I was sticking the county data, which is there. I think I just took that out. Yeah, I did, because I'm a dumb shit. No, it's not because I'm a dumb shit. It's because I just can't remember anything. Um, Trying to be less self-depreciative. All right, so that county gate data goes back in there. I think we just fucked it up, though. I actually didn't want to do that. I wanted to build it. Yeah, I know. I know. I just wanted to build it to make sure that this stuff was here. So every county every county is going to have its own data that we're going to fill out, and that's where that's going to be. What's your problem here? Okay, that's fine, because it doesn't know what this is, or it doesn't. I don't know what it's doing, but it's fine. Then we're going to do county data is going to get the child node is going to be select county. Is that not what that's called? It is called that. And then it's going to be that child. We need a county data up here, I guess. We could put it in here. We can just put it right here. This is going to be a county data. And wait, we need this. So wait. You've done everything wrong. County data. So this is going to get the node that's there. Okay, we're going to have to do it in 2 steps. We're going to have to do and it's going to be this. I don't know why I always need these 2 steps. I feel like I'm doing something wrong every time I do this, and I maybe I am. Then this is going to be like that. I don't know what oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not necessary though. Okay. Then we can use this, and we can use this, and then hopefully this will work. We just need these baby step tests to get where we're going. We still have a bug here. It's weird. I might have a reference missing. This is on county population generation 16. Do we have county? We probably don't. Yeah, we don't have this in here. That's gonna be a necessity. It's probably the issue we had originally too. I mean, we had other issues as well. Excuse me. So we got 3 Fred Dick faces, which is what we wanted. So this is no longer needed anymore. This is just for the testing. But see, we had this partially done here. Let's comment this out and put it, just in case we need it later, put it somewhere. I don't know where we're going to put it, but this is going to go away. We'll cut this and we'll stick it down here, I guess. And then we'll delete it hopefully very soon. So we changed how we did things. Originally, when I was doing this in Unity, I had a county population dictionary in like a main, like I had a main thing called World Map Load. And in World Map Load, I had this dictionary. We're not going to do it that way because we just don't need to do it that way. What we're going to have is every county is going to have its own thing in there, and we'll get it that way. So we're just going to fix that stuff. What it's doing right now is it's going to go through And if counties, we need to rename this. We can't right now, but we need to rename this to county data. Basically, the thing we just did down here. This is why I saved some of this, is because I had a feeling we might need parts of it. We're going to need that. Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder if we could put this above. This doesn't make any sense anymore. This still does. So then this is going to be county data. No, this is going to be, so it's going through, let's make sure I'm doing this right now. It's going through all of the parents. For each parent, county data, it's getting this is, the actual node, and then we get the select county, and it's making it county data. So this is, if this is capital, oh, we have a typo in here. Is capital. I renamed this because I couldn't remember. All right, so we're doing is capital. It was changed to is player capital because we need to differentiate. So this is checking if player capital is true. So if this is the player's capital, it creates stuff differently. Yeah, so it's creating the heroes right now. We don't want to do that. Well, we'll do the heroes second, and we'll do the heroes. It doesn't matter, actually. We'll do the heroes first, I guess. We're going to need where did I put that Godot list? It's in each county data is that stuff. Here is the dictionary, the Godot dictionary that we're going to be messing with. It's called county population. So generate population. Why did we have that? That's another thing down here. Oh, and I fucked with this for a while. I was messing around with like different ways to do things. We don't like this doesn't apply anymore. I was like setting up these strings and stuff. I did it a different way. I don't think. So what are we doing here? Oh, you know what? There was a step I was going to do first. I totally forgot that. It's even on my GitHub list. That is add population label. I guess we can do that next. It'll be a simpler way to, not a simpler way. It will be an easier error check. I also had an idea. So one of the reasons I was trying to do a Godot dictionary was so I could see inside of it while the game's playing. But it dawned on me that probably all the information that I want to see, the player will also want to see. So what we'll do is we'll have it set up so that the player can see everything that we want. Oh, look at this. So here's like this other list that I was creating with the heroes. But we are going to need a second list. Not there. It's going to be in county data. We're going to do it right here. We can just use this thing. And we're going to call this hero population. Hero county population. What's your fucking problem? Oh, we need a namespace in here. I probably got... Whoa. What was that button? That's what I want, but what is this in the background that I accidentally hit? All right. What's your problem here? Oh, now we broke this dictionary because it doesn't know which is which. I guess maybe we have to do them both the same. We could do a Godot collection. That will fix that. And then this is probably confused because it doesn't know. Man, this is going to be, I want to test out the two different types, but maybe I don't want to do that because of this. Oh, right, it can't be exported. Name can be simplified. I guess it defaults to that. I didn't know it would default to that. I'm going to cut this and see what happens real quick. I think it's going to say it's confused by, yeah, because there's the Godot dictionary. All right, so we're going to do it this way, just temporarily. So we'll have the hero county population. We'll have the county population. I should think of a name. I don't want them to call them peasants because they're not going to be. They're not peasants. It's not the 1400s. It's 2023. I don't know. We're gonna comment out all this shit though, like all of it. And then Joker, how's it going? Well, I was trying to decide if I was gonna set it in 2100 or something, but I think it's gonna start tomorrow. The game starts tomorrow. So I think this is inside the wrong. What do we got here? That's there. What are you inside of here? It doesn't look like you're in. How's it going, anyways, Joker? I forgot my original. Normally I say hello. I'm gonna need 2 of these. Get down here. And I don't think this is on the. Oh, it is. It's on the outside. All right. That's the problem. There we go. Now we're gonna have an extra one down here. That's what you get for for copying and pasting code from another thing. Then we're going. So I did this a weird way because, like I said, I was testing something. I moved everything up to the top because I thought it looked cleaner, but it isn't necessarily clean or whatever. It just is. So I'm gonna we'll clean that up while I'm doing this. We need a private random I saw down there. Whoops. I've got the typos going today. Like pretty severely. like pretty. All right, so we don't actually need this. This is what we were doing it. Because we were creating a dictionary in, a Unity or a C# dictionary. This is total capital pop. We're going to need that, but we don't need it there right now. I guess we'll do that. We'll do the heroes second. We'll do because the heroes will be easier, I guess. I hope. But we want this thing. So I want a centralized location. So let's say we want to change and I do this all the time in testing. Like we only want 5 people to be generated, or we want 100 people to be generated. So I want a central location so I don't have to dig through the scripts. So we're going to do. Let's put in. Look at that. We have a county parent already here. And then I have a county's parent here. Let's not do 2. This should be. Well, let's make sure that this is the right thing. It is. It's the same thing. Yeah, let's only do 1. Let's try to. I'm trying to keep it. And I'm going to rename this. Having multiple variables of the same thing in different spots drives me crazy later. So what we'll do here is we'll just go. What was that thing? A node 2D? Globals, instance, counties, parent. There we go. We can actually, so we don't have to run it every time. This is always going to stay the same, but this needs to be up here. And I've started this new thing where I put random always at the top, unless there's an instance of this generation thing. This is going to be a private one. And then we can get rid of this thing. Okay. And then we're going to do total capital pop. Let's do a little organizing here. We want this to be an export. We want this to be an int. And that's all we want. It will start at 0, though. I got to remember. I guess I could put it at 10 to start with. Organizing, yes. So I guess the only thing I still don't remember what I'm doing with this research click thing. So I'm just gonna. I mean, I know it's in use, but I don't know why I need it. I guess we could find out what the fuck am I using this for. I mean, we just wrote it the other day. What is this? Oh, yeah, that's pretty important. So that's when you click a button or whatever, it knows which one you've clicked so that to fill in the description. Research description panel knows which research was clicked. You know, I commented it out, I think, last stream or maybe the one before just to see what would happen. And of course, like 20 errors came up and I was like, oh, yes, I am using that. So I think what I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. I want some export groups in here. I'm starting to get into these more and more. I think I go like this though. We'll do like a population generation. That actually applies to both of these, but this is also used for something else. What was this used for? Random color. Let's put some notes here. But I don't think we're going to use this. We are going to move. Oh, no, I haven't. I just got started. I think we're going to move. We're going to change how the colors are distributed. Disgusting devil Q people. Okay. So we have this. We're going to need another thing. I guess we'll get to it. Let's do controls. Because we're going to need this too, I have a feeling. We're going to say controls. Then we'll do another one of these, and this will be county info, because we're going to actually mess with this too, county info. And this should just kind of keep it. You know, after a while, you got a lot of stuff going on, and it gets kind of confusing. And you know, you can just paste it in there, which is, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just paste it in there because I'll need to find it later. So back to this thing. we want... Except I made that private, didn't I? Total capital pop. I did not make it. Did I? I just literally looked at it. Total. Oh, I forgot to type it in there. Jesus Christ. You know, my cat is back to crying all the time, and I can't figure out what causes it. I have a theory that it goes to this other house and it cries all the time, and they just constantly give it food and stuff. And then it comes here, and I don't give it the good food because I don't want it to, because then it cries all the time. It is back to it, and it's driving me fucking crazy. I put it outside earlier, which I try not to do because it seems mean. But yeah, it'll just cry as loud as it possibly can. Just no matter what I do, I can give it food, I can pet it, you know, if I stop petting it for 1 second, it's and it fucking drives me crazy. It's so annoying, and it didn't do it for like 3 weeks. I was like, maybe he's over it. He's back, and he came back smelling like old lady. So I think that's what happens. That's my theory. It's not I don't know. It's not like I don't know how good of a theory it is. All right, we have an extra thing in here that we don't need anymore. So this thing should work. What we'll do is we'll make this thing work for heroes and the normal population. So what is this thing doing? This is going to keep going until it hits the total population. And so for this one, we are creating just the capitals for the player capitals. So let's put a note in here. I mean, it looks obvious now, but in 6 months, generate the general, maybe we'll call them general population, for the player capitals. And we don't need this anymore. I don't like this up like this anymore either. So we'll fix that. Let's fix this. Random next. This is that thing. We turn this into a list. It's not length, it's whatchamacallit, count. There we go. And what we could do here, I wonder if I was using that like down here somewhere. It's all in the same thing, so it should be fine. And what we could do here, this is a list of strings. I don't think I want a capital there though. And I think I probably have to spell it right. String. There we go. I wonder why they have them named differently. I mean, obvious. So one's like a length and one's a count, but why not have them the same? I often have questions like that, and I know that the reason is because there is like something in the background that I don't understand yet. All right, so we'll put this list of strings will be here. It will go through, determine their sex, random, next, determine their first name is, I don't think that was nice of it to do that. But we don't want it to do that anymore. What we want to do. Did I rename this already? I told myself I was going to. Oh, I did. I took out the first name thing. Yeah, so we'll go. I'm not sure. You know, I used to not do this either, as much as I do it now. I didn't used to. I used to like this stuff long, so I could get you, so I could be like, oh, all right, this is coming from here or whatever. But then later, my code was getting too long, and I started to adjust. When I first started, I really disliked uh, the doing what I'm doing right now. This should have an S on it. And it still, I feel like, gets confusing sometimes. So a lot of the issues is our tutorials have, like, they'll say like derp. I always talk about the word derp. They'll put derp in everything, and then it gets confusing. Um, uh, this in one line. So they would have, like, so another example would be, where do I have it in this one? So they would use like name and everything, and it would be confusing when you look at the code later because everything's named name, even though it's like the name of this in this script or whatever. And I just had to get used to it, and I had a feeling that was going to happen, but I still like get confused sometimes. I'm like, wait, where is this coming from? Where is this original list? Um, I got to do random this thing, and we're gonna change this, but not change it. And this is going to go to here. Okay, so then we have the random numbers generated. I'm just assuming minimum value, max value. But I think the max value less than max value. So we actually want. No, that's fine because it will come in here. Then we need another random age here. And then it sets the faction leader for 0. This is going to not be there. We don't need this. We're going to change this. We're going to have 2 lists. This is just some random thing for later. And then here, we don't need the we're adding this to the Godot. We'll do to the Godot dictionary. It's not a dictionary list. And this is gonna be county data. This is gonna be county data. Did I call it counties data? Oh, I'm in a different thing now. This can't do it on ready. Okay, that's fine. We'll just bring this down here. It only does it once. It's gonna be. It can be up here, I think. We'll have to. Nope. Nope. It needs to be here. No. It can't be here. It needs to be. This needs to be, let's see. So it's going to generate the population. It's going to run this first. And this needs that information that we're running up here. We can pass it through, but I think we could put it up here. Because then the second time it goes through, it's going to get the new one. We can. So we can go. We can do this. I guess we can put it up here as well. Because it's going to get the new one every time, I think. It's going to be private. And this is going to be here. And this is going to be up here. And yeah, so this is going to be set to this county in this county data. And then it's going to be checking that. And then it's going to run this thing, which will use the things up there. What is this first name action that we got here? Oh, I see why I did that. I don't like it, but I see why I did it. This could be a similar situation where it doesn't matter. We just put it up here. We don't need it in that little, because it's going to get reassigned every time. All of these are. Yeah, we can just put this all up here, I'm pretty sure. I think. I hope. I want private in front of these. I know it's not required, but you know, it makes the code like line up better if there's public, and I just like it that way. There's that's it. I just like it that way. Yeah, we don't need that right now. We're gonna need this when we're generating the heroes, and then this is county data. What are we adding? County population. This is right, but we changed the constructors. So let's do a screenshot of this and put in the right. That's weird. My other screen, when I hit the screenshot button, brought up my Word document that I use for like my setup list. Oh, you know, who was I talking? Was it a Reddit thing? Who? Yeah, it was a Reddit. It was like a Reddit thing where someone said they broke up with their significant other because they did the spaces you're talking about. Maybe it was like a short video or something. I don't know, but they did the spaces like you're talking about instead of tabs and stuff. So yeah, everything was all perfectly lined up. You know, we did used to have that it so that people knew what county they were in just by string, but I don't think we'll see if we need that. So this should be null. This is all wrong. What the fuck? Oh, I see. Okay, they're like their names are in different spots and stuff. So let's go to first name. Oh, last name. We didn't move up there. Uh, Some of those posts and videos and stuff, I feel like they're just clickbait. I still read them and stuff. It's not like clicking on one of those things is the end of the world. Uh, but it's just people doing a creative writing project, which is what everyone on Reddit says. All right, let's go. So we just need to go. Yeah, we had like what faction they were in too. So we need first name, last name, is male, age, is faction leader. That's going to default to false right now. Is hero. It's weird that we just have that forced is false. Is workers forced to be false. Leader of people, leader of people. Construction skill. String. 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 I guess I'm thinking our list is a little weird. We're gonna fix this now too. And I think I can just copy this over. Whoops. Just copy it over. Are you working on any tutorials or anything, Joker? No, not Hex Demon. I did that yesterday too. I was like opening the wrong thing. All text is what we need. All text. So I should probably change these to enums. I like enums now. Oh, there it is. Oh, we only have 2 jobs. I thought I had more jobs. So what I was doing, what we're going to do later is compare the strings to see it's getting to whatever. That's so far off. Okay, what is your problem? Oh, we needed the key in here. I guess the key is going to be I. Yeah, I recommend the grilled cheese because it sounded good. Let's put this. I also do this. I do it this way so that because I have it blown up, it's easier to read. So you don't have to scroll to the right. You know what I like to do? It's one of my favorite things is eat chips in bed. I know that you're not supposed to do that, but that's what I like to do. And that's just how it is. I like to eat chips in bed. Let's see if we can put this GD print down here without any issues. We're going to need, no, we don't want it there. Let's put it here. And we're going to go I, hopefully. I. Whoops. I accidentally deleted something. So on ready, it's going to do this. I have a feeling, though, we're going to have some issues with the order of, it's not called order of operations. I keep calling that, and I looked it up recently. It's called order of execution. Yeah, I think my mom would be very upset if exactly that's the math version. If she knew that I was laying in bed eating chips a lot. 25 is our first issue. I think the issue we're going to have, like I said, is this is going to be in the wrong order. Order of execution. Just make sure I'm looking at the right script here. Yeah, so it can't get to this. This is happening before, and I think there's a cure for this though. I think I can go like auto load. No, I would like to add a script. Uh, I want this. Add. So I think what this will do is run this first, except this is attached to main. I don't know how that's going to work. Let's find out. Figure it out and find out. We had 3 before, I think, too. Got to a different spot. Did we? Oh, you know what? We can't do it in main. Or okay, I moved some stuff around, so it lost its shit. Maybe we can do it. $32. Yeah, I don't think we can do it this way because I need to like attach it to a node. Um, let's see. I took that thing out, but let's look at remote here. Oh, it didn't even matter. It's the same bug. Um, yes, I'm playing a video game. Wonder if I missed something. Let's go back to here and just make sure that I have everything in here. Uh, that needs to be. What was it? 32? 25. Okay, so it does matter that that thing was in there. It does that last. Um, this is what I was saying about earlier, where I was like, maybe I was gonna want to rearrange these because I don't want this big long list of shit here that I can't close. You know, I can close that, but that's everything. That I can't minimize because we're gonna have long lists of all sorts of like counties and things, and I want to not have it way down here on the screen. The thing is, I don't think that... I think what it's gonna do... This is at 32. G6. I'm pretty sure it's just not getting this in the right order. Oh, do we have this like private? It would probably tell me. We could look. Is this thing still running? Yeah, so this is the thing. None of this stuff is, well, yeah, none of this stuff is assigned when I put it up there. Yeah, I need that stuff assigned. Okay, I gotta change my music. I don't know what this is, but it's not good. Hospital bracelets. Remove from queue. So let's delete this thing. Let's go back to this. So it goes up from the bottom in the children, I think. It goes down from the top and then up from the bottom, I think is what I was reading. I would like it to look like that, honestly. That's what I want it to look like. I don't think I can do that, though. Unless I do like another main and put everything underneath, like have 2 layers of that. And then, because I think it goes like it hits main, and then it says, okay, go from the bottom up until you're done with main, and then go to the next thing, and there is no next thing at this point. But if we put another node above this one, the other option, there's another way we can do this, which I don't know if I like or dislike. I did it in my other game. I was like, you can do this backwards. Uh, I guess we'll double check that that's the issue, but I'm pretty sure that that is the issue. I guess it's not backwards. It's a different order. We can do it in a different order. Yeah, so now it's going to say it croaked on that one, that where that GD print was. 25. Oh, well, it's still this one. So what we could do instead, we're going to have to put an instance on this, which I guess is fine, right? Public static county instance. Do your little thing. You're not going to do it for me, huh? How about now? Thank you. Then we would go like this. We want this to be cut. We're going to go on this thing's ready. We can go the opposites. No, it's not global. It's county. Get out of here. Oh, I didn't save it. And we also need this. Fuck. Uh, generation dot instance dot county. No, it's right there. Equals. This is probably private. Yeah. And then we make this. So that thing sets it. It's weird though. I don't know if I don't think I like that. It's probably still gonna bug out there because it's gonna need to happen. The other thing we could do, and I guess that's what we'll do. Yeah, it just all right. This is what we'll do instead. Is we'll put this back. We don't need this. I don't particularly like that anyways. Get rid of this, and I would prefer not to have an instance of this unless we really need it. Then we'll go. County's parent, and then we'll go call deferred. That shit out of my face. What? It doesn't want to let me paste that in there. And then get rid of this thing. And then we'll see if that does the trick. I'm not a big fan of call deferred either. It's back to the Unity has a similar system. And it just always felt wrong. Yeah, it didn't. Andre, how's it going? It didn't like that. Oh, it's because this is here. Yeah, it's not gonna like that. I think I took that out. Maybe I didn't though. Yeah, it's not there. Does call to it's got to finish call deferred, right? It has to. Oh, yeah, no, it has to before it goes to the next thing. I think. I mean, that worked, but our code doesn't work. The order of execution is right, but our code didn't work. We don't need that there. So we should be generate. I think I put 10 in there, but let's make sure. Yeah, it's at 10. All right, we should see 10 people's names. That's what we're looking for is 10 people's names. So let's see. This is going through this once. Yeah, do it. Get the grilled cheese in there. I think this is just in the wrong spot. I always have this thing. I don't know if I told you this, but when I make one grilled cheese, it's so fucking good that I have to make another one, and then it's like a never-ending thing where I just want to make millions of grilled cheeses, and then I'm too full and disgusted that I ate so much butter-covered bread. All right, here we go. Martha Butler, 1, 2, 3. Clarence Haywire, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that worked. Let's look at this remote thing one more time just to see. This is going to be under Portland, and it's going to be under members. Yeah, it's still not showing the Godot dictionary. I was hoping maybe, like, fingers crossed, it just fixed itself. We'll just deal with that. We'll just deal with it without it. Like I said, I think anything I would want to see for bug testing, the player would want to see. So we'll just make sure that we have labels for our population list that shows everything I want to know. Yeah, I was hoping. So I'm actually. I was originally going to use a C# script, but I was hoping the Godot dictionary would show as well. It's not like the end of the world. It was just, like, it might as well give it a shot. And since I'm still learning Godot, I figured I would give that a shot. And then I'm gonna have another list that's just a normal C# list. And I'm just gonna right now, and it's like when I'm done with the code 5-10 years from now, where it's not gonna be this way, but right now it's just, I should have updated to 4.2. 4.22. I'm on 4.21. Yeah, it's not like it was just like it would be nice if this happened. And when I did it in Unity, I couldn't see inside, I don't think either. The more I was thinking about it, I was like, could I see inside? Maybe I could have. I don't know. It's not that important. Um, and it's bogging, like there's a point, and this happens to me all the time, where I get like sidetracked or I get too focused on something and it just slows down my learning experience, and I got to just keep moving forward, because eventually I'll stumble across something and be like, oh shit, this is how you do it, and then I just go back and fix it, which is probably not how you're supposed to program, but that's how it works for me. All right, so let's do this the opposite, just for fun, to make sure that this is working correctly in all cases. Let's make this false. And let's see if we get 20 people. I'm not going to manually count them this time because I'm too lazy. All right, that looks like John Cook. That's almost my name. My name's Josh Cook. Diana Haywire. We're getting a lot of Haywires in here. Okay, so that is working. So let's go back. We've jumped the first hurdle. This is going to be true. Actually, we're going to change this. So this is some of the first code. Is it? I guess this is kind of like early code that I wrote in Unity. So I do occasionally bitch in mode, but it's more. So this is the thing. There's the learning experience was really hard to learn in the first place. So I just know that I'm gonna have to do that steep learning curve, and also I know I've said this like every stream. The Godot community is so much nicer than the Unity community. Like I was saying before, it was like 50% nice people in Unity versus 75 in Godot, but it's like 25% nice people in Unity versus 75 in Godot. So when I have an issue, they're not dicks about it. The issue is not, when I say issue, I mean when I can't figure out how to do something, they're not a dick about it. It's Unity that doesn't just be like, fuck you, give up. Paraphrasing, of course. Yeah, and if it was like a deal breaker, I'm sure I could. I've seen people say, and you said too, that like there is a way to do it. It just. So we want this. I just remembered this while we were talking. I was like, I remember the name of this variable. We want this actually to happen for AI capitals to. So did we set up this right? I'm saying did I set up this right with their Cowlitz? We're in the wrong one. Cowlitz is an AI capital. Okay, I did set it that. Portland is a player capital. Tillamook should be neither. So let's run this again. See if we get. Oh, and the other thing I was going to say is I watched a video about there was three developers who were experienced developers. One of them was the developer of Cades of Cud talking. It was a video of someone who summarized it was the games from scratch guy. We didn't get our stuff. Oh, you know what? We wanted this to be or. I haven't done that in a while. The games from scratch guy made a video about these three different developers who documented their process. And at the time, I was like, I had many complaints about Godot, but those guys who were professionals had the opposite experience. And I was like, well, I just must be full of shit then. I must just not know what I'm talking about. And so I threw all of my complaints away, except for I wish there was better tutorials and more tutorials for the C# part. All right, so that works. And now, what was I doing here? All right, I was keeping track of how much. So each county. Dude, isn't that crazy? That's when I was like, oh, I'm just doing it wrong. Was that part of the video, the Caves of Cud part of the video? I was like, oh, I obviously don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Which I'm new, so I am allowed, I think. So we were keeping track of the population in the county, and I actually think that's probably a good idea still. So let's go back to our county data. Did we have that, or did I get rid of it? It doesn't look like I have that in here. So let's add that to here. Let's put it, this is the faction it's in. This we'll be able to see. Public int. We're going to call it county population. I think, yeah. Oh, no, we're not. We're just going to call it population. I'm trying to think. No, because it'll be under county data dot population. Have you played Caves of Cud? I recommend it for everyone, and so whenever it comes up, I'm always like, holy shit, try it out if you get a chance. It's quite a gem, as they say. Holy shit, I'm already over an hour again. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. Yeah, I'm going to first, whatever this band is, I know you guys can hear it. I'm going to get it off my list, and then I'm going to pause my music here, if it will let me. And then I'm going to put up my break timer, and I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. I guess it's just never going to come up. All right, well, the music will just play in the background. Not that you guys can hear it, but I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. And let's see. What was I thinking about while I was outside? I don't know what I was thinking about. Something. Uh, we don't need this open anymore. We need to go to back to this thing. What is this doing here? So after it generates the population, it's going to county data, and it's going to add in. Oh, look what I was doing. That's a dumb way to do that. You know what I should have done here? I was cheating. I was just adding in the total capital pop here. I was cheating. I wonder why I remember this was kind of convoluted. Getting the population was surprisingly convoluted. But we don't need to do that. We don't need to cheat. um, no. County population dot count is what we can just say it will equal that there. So we do need idle workers. We're gonna need that after all. Let's move this over here temporarily, and we'll pin it. Uh, was I calling them workers? And it looks like that was a capital I. So I must have been doing a getter setter on there. I wonder why. Oh, here's the cat. We'll just move this up instead of. We got some big gaps here. I guess so. I can go look at the code, but oh, I know why. I know why, because when you change the idle workers, it needs to update immediately. So it was a getter setter that would fire off a thing to the UI. I may have been an event. So let's go back. She didn't want grilled cheese? It seems like a cat would be into that. Let's go back to this county data. And actually, this needs to be a little guy. And we're going to put in. This needs to be private, though. We're going to put in a thing here. Just do it for me there, buddy. this is my laziness. We haven't had the AI conversation in a long time, so I'm gonna do my AI speech. It's not a speech. I need to find a getter setter. Here's one. Here's one. I guess we'll copy the whole thing over just in case. So I do think that the AI is going to return, take jobs. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's going to be as much as is they say. But part of the thing that I think is kind of concerning with a lot of why I think it's going to happen is so like this thing auto filling in is like is a way that makes you more efficient at work. And so there's less people hired because of that. You know what I mean? And so it's going to be something similar, but in a much grander scale, where AI will help people have less assistance, and then the assistants will get fired. And so I think that, like, developers and, like, at my job, we have an AI person that replies to, it's not a person, an AI thing that replies to emails, and people that we actually just got like a review of how great it was. Um, and I think that it's gonna cause, like, the assistants. It's same as, we used to have like these giant typing pools of people that, like the fucking guy at the top would be like, "Can you type this up for me?" They would. Those people are all gone. And I think that that's going to cause a problem. And what's going to happen is we're going to have more unemployment, to the point where we're going to have to be paying. We're going to have like some sort of UBI, universal basic income. And I don't think we'll try to get that accomplished until it's too late, until we just have traveling hordes of barbarians. It'll be like Mad Max. And then we'll be like, we should have done UBI. We could have solved all this. Idle workers is going to equal the county data population to start. Yeah, so definitely junior level. I don't think it's nearly at the point where it's can do anything like on its own. We've all tested it probably, um, and seen that that doesn't work. um, so for this, let's put in these labels that I were meant to do at the beginning and forgot. So basically, at my job, there's already one person unemployed because of an AI. So we're going to need two labels. And I'm going to put this in a panel container first, I think. Yeah, well, I'm going to put this in a panel container first. I still haven't done it. I'm going to just keep ignoring it for a while. And we're going to make this big. Not that big. We need this to be here. And yeah, that big. And then we're going to go to material, texture. I can remember visibility. Here we go. We're going to make this invisible. And I remembered, I'm quite impressed with myself, that we're going to need fucking 4 labels. Okay, duplicate is not, Control D is not duplicate. No, it is Control D. What's my problem? There we go. This cat is very touchy. He's not meowing. Is very touchy about the water he will drink. He'll only drink, at this point, water that is the water in the bathtub after I take a shower. And he hasn't done it for a while, or if I'm drinking water, he'll want to drink some of that, but he won't drink any other water. So this is going to be population title label. This is going to be population, a lot of dogs, number label. This is going to be idle workers title label. This is going to be idle workers number label. Andre, thank you for the follow, and you're back. So this one, what we're going to do is we're going to do hopefully. Uh, I have a thought process here that it may not work, but I think if I put these all in the same container, I can like bounce them against. No, I can't. That's okay. We'll figure it out here. Let's put a fake number in here. It's the good old 666 for my immaturity. We want this to be centered. I guess I could have made this one first, and this one we want centered. This one we want centered. This one we want centered. Can I just... I do want a minimum size, actually. I don't know if I want to put him... I don't think I want to... Actually, maybe I should just do a V container. Maybe you're right. Let's do it. Because we can... Well, we can... Actually, no, that will work great. Let's do this. So what I want to do, though, is... It's right here. Let's say 200. Then we put this at the bottom. Minimum size, 200 by 200. And we can put 69. No. I have to, you know, when you're I don't know. I don't want to burn myself out. So I got to make some juvenile jokes. If I smoked pot, I would put 420 in there next. Okay, so this is what we need. This is perfect. Okay, it's not perfect. Let's run this, though. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's run this. And I didn't... What's your problem? We have problems. I just put it in there. I didn't save it. That's the classic. You know, it's weird to me that when I don't save stuff because I'm generally like just hitting Control S constantly. Yes, that will work for now. You know, the other day after I stopped streaming, I came back and it was on day 205, so it was just running in the background the whole time, which is kind of a good test to just see, you know, because it shouldn't break, but okay, I'm gonna move this down here too. This is a new thing I've started doing, is putting these next to each other. You know what we also could do is put an export group, getter setters, or properties or whatever. So that's going to work there, but then back to this idle workers thing. No, I didn't take I didn't take it that way. I took it as just like a rhetorical, of course, type of thing. So, you know, we should probably do a getter setter for this guy too while we're here. I think that will be better. We don't need this thing. You know what, though? We don't need an export group either, because these aren't exported. We should export this thing. And I don't like it when it's that way, but that's what we'll do. Then we'll do, this needs to be private. And then population. Spirit, how's it going? We need, wait, what have I done here? We need a public int. UI county window looks weird in the top left corner. What are we talking about here, or something in the past? Get, yes, set. And we're going to have, I wanted it to do it for me there. We're just going to return that for right this second, because I don't think I actually have the code set up for the other part. All right. Private. We should get some bugs here. So we're going to go back. Dude, we don't have a script on here. What do we got on here? I don't think, no, we don't want it on here. We don't have a script on here at all? How the fuck are we getting this thing? Oh, that's in select county. So what we'll do, just making sure I didn't like create a script and then abandon it. I don't like when I do that. Oh, we have UI stuff. All right, so it should be here. Count info control. County info control. You know, I loaded up Dota once, and I played League of Legends for about a week just to see what was going on. I played Fortnite too for about a week, just out of curiosity. You know, you hear like this, all of this hype about something, and it just makes me want to see like what the hype's about. Fortnite was okay actually. I don't like the building part, so that's a major problem, to not like the building part of Fortnite. I need to put this over here, and then we're gonna need a couple of things. We only need two things actually. We need export of a label, and it's gonna be called county population label. This is gonna be private, and we're gonna do not label to county idle workers label. You know, I played with a friend one time, and we actually had a bunch of fun. It was actually like surprisingly fun. We like ambushed some dudes that I cannot believe they didn't notice that we were there. Like we heard them walking, and I was like, wait, I think there's people coming, you know, like, and we had a bunch of fun. And then like I was talking with him later, and I was like, would you want to play that again? And he's like, I don't really want to. And I was like, oh, good, me either. Like, so it was fun, but it was fun for only the 2 hours or whatever we played it. We're gonna have a public void update county population. I should probably do an event or something, but I don't want to mess with our events right now. They stress me out. County, this is going to be a string. This is going to be an int. Uh, county popu. Why do you want to help me out here? There we go. That's what we want. And then, yeah, I should probably do this as an event of some sort. I just have so many issues with the order of execution. My old roommate, he actually came into my chat the other day on my other channel. I was quite surprised. My old roommate was like really into fucking League, like really into League, like crazy into League. And he set up his computer in the living room, and so he would just always be in the living room, just like fucking attached. And he kept track of his what's the clicks per second thing. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what he would keep track of. Um, and it was pretty insane. Whoops. There we go. APM is actions per minute. Yeah, he would keep track of that. And when he came into my chat the other day, because this was like 5 years ago, I asked him if he was still playing, and he's like, "No, I hate that game." I was like, "Oh." So I guess he had some bad experience after a while. So we're gonna go back to this thing. This isn't a resource, so I don't know if this is gonna work. Update county population. And then we're gonna do basically the same thing down here. I guess it's not that close. We just want this part. Whoops. Update. Oh. he might have. He sounded like he had some sort of PTSD or something from it. Okay. There we go. Now, if we put this thing in here, it was crazy too because our internet wasn't that great at that place, and so sometimes we'd have to go tell him like, I need to use the internet more. I needed more internet, and it sucked for him because he would have to stop playing. Um, so obviously something didn't work, but this shouldn't be open actually. We got 2 debugs here. Is this thing not a control? It is. Unable to cast. I don't think we're casting anything with it. Invalid cast. Unable to cast object of type. Oh, I think I have. Do I have? Well, we got a problem here though. Public override. I think I'm gonna remember this time. Void underscore ready. There we go. We need this thing. Alt arrow. It might. It does. I'm trying to keep retraining myself to the new, not new, to new to me, uh, whatchamacallits, new hotkeys. And I'm finding that I'm surprised uh, how difficult it is for me to teach myself the new hotkeys. I'm doing Control End lately is the new one. And so you know what the one I keep trying to do is just selecting and hit Control Copy for a new thing, and I keep going like this. It's um, why doesn't it like this? Here we go. That's the problem. Oh, is it the same? All right, so this is now has the correct information, uh, except that it doesn't update when we click on different things. So cowlets in Portland should have populations of 10. I've got to look behind me before I roll my chair back. I might roll over a cat. This one, Tillamook, should have 0. In fact, Tillamook should get bugs because it doesn't know what that. There's nothing. It's confused. There's no. Those things are like null or something. So oh, we're gonna have to do that. I had this shitty way to do this in Unity. I'm gonna copy that shitty way, I think. Which is terrible. Let me think about this. So the shitty way I was doing it in Unity was I was closing that panel and opening it again real fast, so it would regenerate the stuff, the correct stuff. I can just have it in here, I suppose. We are updating. Yeah, we'll just have it. We'll just have it. It's not a global. County info control instance update. Well, where's it going to be getting this? All right, we got county data right there. Update population label. County data. Yeah, this will be better. Well, maybe not better. It will work. Update. It will work for now. That's what I'm going to do. I can't remember why I was doing it the other way. I guess 0 works. I figured I'd get bugs there, but that works. I wish I could automate it. You know what I mean? Like, so that it's not triggered by clicks, because this is going to get 50 pages long at some point. I probably should like write a method that is just move this to a method somewhere and then update that method instead of. So what happens with a lot of my code is it gets really long and then it's confusing to me. So I need to. Right now it's not, but eventually it will. But what I like to do is like if it shows up, if visibility changes, it pulls the information automatically. And that's probably what we should do is in this thing, they are sprite 2Ds, I think. Yeah, there's sprite 2. No, that's not accounting. We can close that thing actually. They're also sprite 2Ds though. Whoops. So we totally could. No, that's not going to help us because we would have to close and open it like the shitty way I was doing. Well, let's leave it here for that way for now, and then once we come to a problem, we'll do that problem. I hate these messages down at the bottom. I can't get rid of these. I've never been able to figure that out. Oh shit, I forgot my namespace. So this is one of the things I was talking about, using control end to do this, to get to the bottom. I'm trying to retrain myself. There is an on hover one, but I don't want to do on hover yet. We're gonna do like tool tips and shit. Right now, I just want this to click, but like I said, I like to try to automate it away from. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just like to do stuff in weird ways. But it's gonna work for now. This will be fine for now, and having it in the click thing for now. So we have that going. Now we need to make the normal population work. So we're gonna need this thing. What did I call it in this? So as long as it works that's how I do it. And so just talking about the Unity chat versus Godot chat. A lot of people. So I rather do I want to do best practice, but if it works, then I'm stoked that it works. And I totally as long as it works is pretty much how I do things. But Unity chat, there people get very upset and be like, "No, you have to do it this way." And I'm like, "Fuck you, I don't do shit." And so it's different. That's a major change between Unity and Godot, is that the Godot community seems to understand that as long as it works, I do. That's exactly it's weird. And once again, not everyone's like that in the Unity community. That one Kurt guy, man, there's this guy who comments on every post in the Unity forums named Kurt. He has 35,000 posts or something. In almost every thread that he's in, someone's like, "Dude, why are you such an asshole?" Because he's such an asshole. He's a very knowledgeable asshole. So what we got to do here... Oh, look, I was making the independent capitals have less. No, I was just doing it dumb. Okay, I just did it dumb. That's happens. What we can do instead here, where's the bottom of this thing? We can take this. Sorry, excuse me. So I appreciate when the comments were like, "Hey, that there is a better way to do this." Definitely tell me. I would love that. And so this one guy said "Hey, you're not supposed to, what? So this is almost identical in Unity." This was really upsetting him. This thing right here, in Unity, the Unity version of this. And I was like, "Well, how do I do it where it's not assigned every time in the for loop, right?" And he was just like, "You just can't do it. You can't do it. Just don't do it." And he's like, "And you have it in update." And I'm like, "It's not an update." And he's like, "You have it in update, man," which is the process version. And so he's getting more and more upset, but I didn't have it in update, and there's no way to not do it this way. You know what I mean? Like to assign it in every time because it changes with everything. Right, right, exactly. He's just like, "I'm gonna come in." And so if he had said like, "Oh, there's a better way to do this, and here's a better solution," then let's say like you said, "Oh, you could have this." Let's say I just made a mistake and this could go outside the for loop. I'm totally. Please tell me. But instead of like just you can't do that and don't do it that way, and your game's gonna be unoptimized piece of trash. It's gonna be that regardless. But you know what I mean. Uh, so, anyways, this should be just an else statement here. We don't need this other garbage. Um, yes, exactly. Non-constructive criticism. So we are going to copy. So there's two different types of well, three different types of counties. That's why we have these three here. Yeah, well, that's the since I am a solo dev, it is nice that I can do it any way I want, including the wrong way. So there's going to be three different types of counties: AI capitals, which every province or state will have an AI capital, or will have a capital, and it'll be either an AI or a player capital. And then there'll be what I'm calling independence, which will have less population because we want to be able to attack them and kill them. And that's going to be kind of this is what we want, I guess. We like rewrote it so much that it's we're gonna put this in over here. So they're gonna have a minimum of, like let's just start with one for now, and then they'll have a maximum of 3. Three will be 4 though, I believe. Yeah, 3 will be 4. And then we'll go. I think I'm gonna put. How many times are we using this? Oh, we're just using it once. We'll do this. If it's just once, who cares, right? Oh, I typed out maximum, huh? I actually almost thought that. I was like, I wonder. That's that's what I actually thought that right here, and then I guess I did it in the other maximum. If only I could spell. Like I just looked at that word. Let's move this over here too, since that's what I'm. I guess I spelled it right. All right, we need this to go. Then we're gonna do this. I'm calling them the normal population. I guess that's fine. No, see, I cheated here again. I wonder why I cheated like that. That seems like such a an error-prone way to do it. Population, nope. It's this. I'm gonna just copy this shit. And man, we're gonna be getting rid of a lot of code. There's gonna be another section where we add to that other list, but we can use the generate population thing. I love getting rid of code. What were you guys calling it? Zombie code. Yeah. Getting rid of the zombie code's kind of fun. Um, gotta save it. I gotta save it. Exactly. All right, so now we should be able to click on this and we should have like 3 or something. It's a random number. Let's make sure that that's a random number. We could have put in. Yeah, so now we have 2 people in there. And this is this is like the stuff that I think is fun with programming is like, I know it's dumb, it's just like I got one person, but now I have a person named Aaron Adams. Aaron Adams, that's like it's like first, oh wait, Andrew Anderson. Well, they can't if it's 2 dudes. I mean, they can still smash, but they can't have kids. Um, uh, or 2 women. Sorry. Okay. 2 people. I mean, I don't want kids. Man, so my coworker sent me this link to a subreddit that was just about people who regretted having kids, and reading these posts, um, just reading these posts of people. I mean, I already didn't want kids in the first place, but the despair, the complete despair these people had after, it's like they didn't hate their kids, they just hated their life that their kids gave them. That, and they knew that they had caused their own. Man, it really reinforced my not wanting kids ever. I'm like pretty old too. 49 would kind of be late to have kids, I feel like, because it would, you wouldn't. One of my friends, his dad was like too old to like play with him, like pick him up and stuff. I don't want to be that guy. welcome to my stream. All right, so we have this part is working pretty good. I would like to be able to see these things, not this part. But let's not do that yet. Let's set up this. I'm single, but I don't know if I don't know. I definitely don't want to get married. This is my dream. I told my parents this and they were like, that seems pretty unlikely. I would like to have a girlfriend that has her own house or apartment within walking distance, but then we live our own lives. But we can walk over and visit each other, and we can go on dates and stuff, but they don't live with me and they don't, they have their own life. That would be my dream. And my parents actually said, one of our friends has that where they bought houses across the street from each other and they live their own lives. And I was like, oh, it blocked Hooker. Joker, you have another person that gets blocked all the time for normal words. And I was like, well, that sounds amazing. Like, do they have to hang out all the time and stuff? She's like, no, they only hang out like once or twice a week. And then so they're like, so you can do it. And then like a few years later, I was like, how's that couple? And she's like, oh, they broke up because the one dude was the dude was cheating on her the whole time. Well, I guess it wasn't a very good example. All right, so we're gonna do this now too. We're just gonna delete all this code and to hell with it, right? It's gone. We're gonna have another generate population down here. We're gonna do, whoops. Yeah, generate heroes. Oh yeah, it didn't like that either. That one, it didn't say I could add it. Like when I clicked, the Hooker one didn't either. But that one, I forget what word it was, but when I hit the allow button, it automatically added it. Generate heroes. Generate Normal population, hero population. I think I want the heroes to come first. It doesn't really matter, but I think I want to. I'm calling them heroes because it's like the the term that's used in so many games. Dominions 5 is another game that I'm taking influence from, and they have like this heroes type thing. And Heroes of Might and Magic, remember that fucking game? That game was great. All right, so this is going to be wrong. That will make it right, though. Whoa. Control plus. What did that get me? I'm not sure. I meant shift, but I hit control. What happens if I do that here? Like right here. Oh, is it going to my last change, maybe? This should only run one time at the beginning of the game. We can do it at the top just to make sure. Just to make sure. And then idle workers will just be whatever. This will only happen once. Then we're going to go like this. And we're going to put in here, though, 1. I don't want to hard code that in there. Yeah, no, I think you're right. And I was talking about Chat GPT always does that too. So maybe I should learn to. I just delete it when Chat GPT does it. Let's do this as well. Let's put this at the top. Hero population. I don't want to hard code it in is the thing. Because what happens if for some reason I'm like, I want 10 heroes in there? Oh, except... Except this adds it to the list, doesn't it? It does add it to the list. Sometimes I think it's really good at explaining stuff that it, well, as long as it has it can find stuff on the internet. We're gonna change how this works. No, that's not gonna work. Because we're gonna add it to a different list. I think what we should do then is... Oh, I can't do it because I'm using 2 different types of list. So I used Copilot. I tried it out, and I paid for it for like a couple of months, and I was following along to a Code Monkey tutorial, and I typed in like the first three letters, and Copilot filled in his fucking code. Identical code to what I was like typing in and following along to. There's no way it didn't just straight up, not right that second, but it had not absorbed his code because it was identical. It wasn't like it was close. It was identical code, and I had typed in three letters. I had typed in, gin or something, and yeah, and I was just like, "Are you fucking kidding, dude?" Like so of course I hit tab and filled it all in, but it's still, I just couldn't believe that it straight up, it wasn't even. And then the other thing that was weird is as I used Copilot, the worse it got. So at the beginning, it would suggest stuff that was actually like 95% complete, and sometimes even like better logic than I had thought of, and I'd be like, "Holy shit, that's great!" But as I used it, it progressively got weirder and weirder. So it would start, like, let's say I put later on, I would type in an L. It would always put like last names, and it would try to use last names everywhere, and it would pull all the information about last names from all over it had absorbed, and it would just be this garbage thing of last names until it was to the point where I literally couldn't type in stuff without getting, I'd type in that much stuff and I would just get pages of garbage. So I canceled it. But yeah, at the beginning it was kind of cool. I think we're gonna have to pass in here that it's a hero. So we'll just have a bool, I guess. And we'll just do this. Because we needed this to be generated, added to a different list. It's generated the same. All right, I'm going to take a break real quick, though, too. In like 2 seconds. After I run this. Yeah, so CodeMonkey, he puts like 90% of his code for free up on the internet, and then he charges for classes and courses, and it's totally like that's how the guy makes money. Um, I don't think all of his stuff is great, but it's like I've definitely used. Oh no, I did something. Something has gone wrong. Uh, but we'll check that in a second. But I definitely think he deserves any money he gets. Dude fucking works constantly um, on tutorials for Unity and stuff. Like he puts out like a tutorial. He's like you, Joker. Like once a week, a tutorial comes out. Um, yeah. So he and then 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 chat or Copilot stole all his code. Like, and it is freely available. You can go steal it yourself, but I mean, take the time to steal it yourself. No, I totally agree. Like, and like I said, he puts so much free shit out there that you're getting and paying him a little bit isn't a big deal. Anyways, we'll fix this. Yeah, this was a mistake. This What have I done? I've busted something, but that's fine. I'll fix it when I get back. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. What was I calling it last night? A prick break. I'm going to go take a prick break. I'll be right back. All right. The cat was looking at me like, why are you walking around? I am trying to sleep, and it's annoying. Okay, so let's fix what I busted here. This should be down here, not there. This should be down here. Oh, I guess I could have used the thing. What was it? Alt something? This is going to be true. This is going to be, so everybody's going to have a hero. And this is going to be, what the fuck is this song? It's a cover of like a 70s song. Let's skip that. Let's skip this too. Tigre, alt arrows. What happens if you go to the side? Oh god. Actually, I guess that would be useful. Gotta remember. No, I can't. It's a copyrighted music. I just talk about it all the time, and I generally try to say that I know you guys can't hear it, but okay. So we'll have this. So if it's true, we're gonna add this to county data, hero county population. Well, I assume my music is amazing and everyone will love it. And then we have an extra one of those. I guess I don't have an extra one of those. Oh, no, I don't. All right. So this will add it to the other list. And we'll put this in here just for now. Oh, there's some things that need to be changed though. That's what this is. This, did I take this out of here? Let's move this over here too. No, it was like a cover of a like a 70s disco song. So we need this to go into here, but we don't need to do it this way. I'm not sure why I did it this way. Oh, because I was putting it. Let's just put this in here. So that will take care of this. Oh, I'm on the wrong one though. This would be false. And this one would be true. I think I was trying to make it so it's easier to tell what's going on in this list. Is faction leader, we're going to say true. And this is going to be false. And then we'll delete this shit. Then we don't need this. Oh, wait, we do need this. This is for later when I forget why these are different. Or why one's a list. This adds to a C# list. And I think I saw, describing memes just doesn't work. So I'm not even going to try it. I was about to for a second. Um, I think that's all we need. Oh no, we need to fix this population thing. County. I guess we could do this plus equals. County data, county hero, county count. And then this needs to go down here as well. Because we want them, they're a part of the population. What do you think is the problem down here, buddy? Oh, there is a problem down here. You know what we could also... I actually was just going to put in their age. I was going to fill in this information because I want to make sure it looks different. You know, it's not all the same and there's some bug. Age. This is going to get long. Let's go this. And this is going to be county data, county population. We could probably make this, it doesn't matter. Age. And then sex. And we're going to do this shit again. Whoops. What did I call it? County population. Oh, is male. It's a bool. Is male. Let's change this to is male. And is there anything else we're generating here? There is. So let's do leader of people is a bool. Man, this is gonna be fucking long. I should do. We'll do a var here. Person equals. I have so many of these that will do this. And I remember doing this exact thing in Unity, and I should have just copied this over from Unity, where I had this really long debug log or GD print. For this exact test. I just want to make sure. I mean, it seems like everything's working, but person leader of people perk. What was the last one? It was going to be faction leader. So these should all be false. And then we're going to need a thing here. I got to skip this song too. And then I'm going to copy this. We'll put this down here so we can see the whole thing. We're going to copy this. And we're going to put it here. Not there. We're going to put it here. And we're going to... Guess it doesn't like that. And fix this stuff up there. We'll put... Oh, we're already using that right there. Hero person. We'll add this. I guess it's just as easy. Um, I'm making lots of variables. I'm making variants. See, I learned something. Something I generally don't do. I like to put the real um, the actual type. Okay. Now we have this ridiculously long debug log, and let's hope that we don't get any errors here. We just get a bunch of shit listed. We probably didn't need the thing that said first name, last name. Let's see. We are at 110 is an issue. The key was not given. I think I am. um, they should be true. I'm using ints, yeah. I think for my it worked a second ago. I wasn't doing this though. I was just doing it straight in here. Where is this thing? Yeah, it's an int. That's just where that thing's getting. Um, the county data. I mean, this was working a second ago, so it's that hasn't changed. And it was giving the first and last name for these. Except it's dying on 110, huh? Maybe it doesn't like the variant. It's a Godot. No, it's not. It's just a straight up county population. This is going to be a county population as well. I mean, that shouldn't matter. Um, now my music has stopped completely. No, this song just has a big long pause at the end of it. or something. It's so silent. Because it wanted to. Um, just curious. We're getting duplicates. $57. All right, man. Thanks for the follow. Have a good rest of your day. That looks okay to me. Make sure I saved everything. We got the I there. This one doesn't need it because it's the C sharp list. I did change around some stuff. It should air out though. It should give me say that there's an issue up here if I have like one in the wrong spot. We were only doing names. I wonder if there's something else with one of these things wrong. If hero is false, do this. Else, do this. Hero county populate. We should actually probably do that the other direction because it has. Um, what did this thing? Oh, it did duplicates though too. I don't think it's the thing. I don't think it's the um, dictionary because it was working a second ago. It was when I moved it to this that it started having the issues, and it was before that. That was here. This was here. What we could do, I think there's something else with one of these things because it was like this before. Is we can put back in these first names, and then we can like put a thing here. Oops, not one of those things. Uh, put one this here, that there. And we got a plus here. And then I'm going to comment out this thing temporarily. The key wasn't present. Maybe I moved it, the county data thing. The county data shouldn't change. Did I accidentally delete something? No. Because I was using this as an example for something earlier. Did No, it was working while we were testing the other thing too. Let's look at county data. Maybe I messed something up over here. Now that's been the same since we started. This we changed. Oh shit, I'm rolling over my cord here. Where did this say this was the bug again? 113 now. Well, it's weird that it was working a second ago with the names, and then all I did was change that thing. I think that I might have changed one thing, and that's probably what I can't remember what I changed. One 13. I guess we added in if this hero is false. Oh, I know what it's doing. It's not generating that because of the is hero false, but it should generate it the second time through. Oh, but it can't. All right, I see what the issue is. I see what the issue is. Okay, so these need to go into a different place is the issue. So these need to be over here. And this needs to be up here. And we can get rid of this. And get rid of this. I think we need a plus over here too. And that's. Oh, these need to have a. And this needs to go back to here. All right, now we're gonna try it again. My music stopped again. Whoops. YouTube Music likes to stop and think that you're done. I guess it thinks that I'm done with it. Like I thought the list never stopped generating, but it stopped generating. I don't want to. All right, so this we need. Did I put the thing in here? I didn't put the thing in here. No, I did put the thing in here. Let me think about this. So it's going through. Do we have this out of the? This still needs to get out of here. That needs to be out of there. Can I get this thing to play? Come on, YouTube. Get your shit together. There we go. Had to refresh it a bunch of times. No, Notepad wouldn't have helped either. We need a dollar sign here. I was like, it's printing. It's got the thing in there. It's trying. Yeah, so that's what it was doing. It was going through and it was hitting that false thing, but it was I had it at the bottom. Adam Cook. It's my brother. I don't have a brother. Betty Rogers. In fact, let's do something. This name thing is kind of annoying me now. Let's just do this. Then we can put this here. A pain in the ass. Just for a fucking debug log. GD print. All right, I was just like giving it a once over here. It's probably I think we're gonna probably have some. I like to have low expectations. All right, so that worked to a point. It somewhat worked. All right, it did not work. We're gonna change this just to name. Yeah, we didn't get enough people. We should have a lot of people. Yeah, we only got like 6 people. Oh, I'm not gonna keep these forever. This is just for test. This is for the exact thing when I'm like, where there's a bug, and I'm gonna comment them out. But no, I'm not gonna have that. Would be man, that would be trying to sort through them, especially because they don't have like what script or anything they're in. So it's not generating the normal. What isn't it generating here? I mean, it is right now, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna have it. I'm not gonna have it when I actually like release the game here. Um, Unity does the same thing too. That's another like it actually creates these directories like automatically. The minute you hit play on your it like creates it. So if you and then if you don't fill out like the information and I'm assuming it does something similar, it puts it like in this generic company name and stuff in your app data. Um, if hero equals false, it should add that thing. I'm doing something wrong with the population. No? total population. Well, maybe I am. Hero population. Okay, here we go. We have the hero population in here. This is the problem. We need this to be capital. There we go. Yeah, so it's a similar thing as roaming. Um, so let's see here. Roaming. Hex demon. Let's look. Oh, Godot. Oh, it actually puts a. I thought you were like abbreviating that folder. Whoops. Glow test was something else. Um, these are from yesterday though, or it doesn't know the time. Oh, this is Hex Demon, right? We're on 2D4X. 2D Hex. Let's run it here. Now we should have a living shit ton of these. Perfect. Not gonna count them all. We have 31. Does that seem right? Yeah, that seems about right. We can do some math. Um, so 22. There should be 24 of them. Do these things count? I guess they probably do. I mean, I that looks right to me. Let's see if there's stuff. Yeah, like this is true. Their ages are all random. Hero, yeah. So like if we start like this is the first. This is this place, and we have a hero, Gary Young, and then we get 10 more people. Earl Rogers, isn't that like someone's famous name? Here's the hero, and then here's all the normal people, and then Joyce Moore. Um, so that's everybody. You know, I remember looking at this the other day, like a month ago, and it was interesting that it also showed like Lumencraft. Yeah, I totally remember. I was like, Lumencraft was made with Godot. I wonder what ever happened to that game. For a while, it was like on the top of everyone's tongue, the tip of everyone's tongue. Yeah, see, here's something I tried back in 2018. Should delete all that shit. I think you'd probably want to do a custom directory. It seems like that would be the way to go. So we have everything here. This is working for the, well, I stopped it. Let's hit play again. Yeah, no, I totally agree. It does seem more professional to have it um, custom and not in the Godot thing. Let's read because we got two in a row. The number two twice. Let's just do one more. Make sure it's a different number. You know what we could do? I was gonna call it a day, but actually, I think let's add one more county in real quick, and then it should, if we add in the county, it should automatically do a fourth county. Let's add in whatever is here. I can't remember what it's called, but we'll find it real quick. How did I? Well, we'll see about that might break the color thing too, but that's okay. That'll give us something to work on next weekend. Let me find my sprites. Is it Douglas? Does that look like that fits in there? It's not Douglas. Harney seems likely. No, it's not Harney. Umatilla. I think Umatilla is in the bottom right corner. Wasco. This is looking pretty. Yeah, it's Wasco. All right, so we'll bring Wasco over here. Graphics, counties, Wasco. Yeah, well, it's because I have everything, in the other one. When we get to like Idaho, well, I guess more of Washington too, it will be kind of a pain to cut these out. It wasn't that bad. It was kind of bad. No, it wasn't that bad. I was taking the county, and just erasing as much of it. Uh, so it's funny. I used to say that all the time, uh, and I was wondering where I got that from. We're gonna duplicate this thing. Like, was it a movie or something? We're gonna call this Wasco. We're gonna put this over here. We're gonna save that. Then we're gonna change. We're gonna open it. We're gonna change the sprite. Did I delete this last time? I think I just, no, well, there's a signal. I think I just deleted it and then recreated it and re-added the signal. And it says that, oh, it needed the 2D thing. Can I go back? I can. Maybe I deleted just that last time. And then did that. I think that's what I did. Then we'll go back to main here. Save this. Then I think, what were we doing for... Well, this has to go in here, actually. And we're going to rename this Wasco. And we're going to rename... Okay, it's already renamed over there. Oh, we're going to need our county data, too. Oh, did I change that one? I guess I accidentally changed. That happens to me a lot. It has something to do with how I'm selecting stuff. And I can't figure out, like, sometimes, like, double clicking doesn't quite work, or you have to really click fast. So this thing lost its county data, too. Where did I put my resources? Counties. Now I have, like, yeah, so now it's all fucked up. This actually happens to me all the time. And I can't figure out why. All right, Cowlitz is still good. Portland's still good. Tillamook looks good. Let's make sure it's got the right thing. Wasco. Then we're going to delete this thing again. Yeah, it needs a new sprite again. And a new one of these. That bug. What? What's its problem? Was there a floater in it? I didn't even notice. Frank Underwood, how's it going? Oh, I got to my 30 follower goal. Thank you. So now I should be able to go back to main here. Yeah. This one. See, I don't know why Tillamook is all confused now. This is gonna be quick, is what I said. Quick. Oh, then we didn't turn this off. Turn that guy off. We don't need these controls open right now. We're almost done for the day. Why doesn't this link to the thing I'm editing? It doesn't hex demon. When I edit it, it changes. I guess this isn't saved. Is that what's going on? There we go. Yeah, I feel like that is a kind of a weird issue with Godot. I'm constantly editing the wrong thing, and there's something else going on just besides me making mistakes. There's something else, and I think, like I said, I don't think double click works every time. Let's change this to just some random color. Ooh. So that's bad. To that random color, and we'll change this to. There we go. Oh God. I should upgrade to the newest version. I meant to do that again. Oh, that fits in perfect. No, it doesn't. It's pretty close. Oh, you know what? The problem is this. We got to move Tillamook back into place here. That looks pretty good. I mean, good enough for where we're at right now. You know what? You know what we should do real quick that I was thinking about while I was moving that is, since we're already getting the, oh, I thought I had a county name in there. If we don't, we should add it. Not a capital, county name. Then, since we're already getting this county data, Oh, are we not getting this county? Where is this county data? Oh, I drag and drop it in there. Yeah. So we should. That way we don't have to worry about what the name of this is. And I'd rather not worry about what the name of this is. So then let's go. We got to create one more resource. And then we got to edit those, but that shouldn't be that bad. What was it called? It was called a county. Got to type in the right letters though. This is going to be Wasco. And let's go through them. I'm going to do a build. And this is Cowlitz. And we'll double click on here. This is Portland. And then this is Tillamook. And hopefully none of this stuff, I wasn't even looking. Oh, we're going to need another faction to, you know what we could do? Well, we didn't get to that part. Next time we'll get to that part. But we need another faction, I think. But I'm gonna put in the player faction. I think this is gonna break it, but I can't remember. We're gonna want to set it specifically. Yeah, I'm just double checking. I saw that one of those was like, that it was all coastal. I guess that's this default is coastal to 0. All right, and this one is not a capital. Where is this place? This is in there. It's like a desert wasteland over here. You wouldn't think so, but it is. We'll do ruins. Anything east of 52nd Street. Oh man, I'm on 56. Anything east of 58th Street is a desert wasteland in Oregon. Like I said, you wouldn't think so if you saw pictures of Oregon. It's all like trees and shit. It's not true. Idle workers int county data 47. Oh, we didn't put this in here. I didn't put it in here. There we go. Oh, you know, I think I changed a layer too. I'm wondering if it's the player faction thing. I don't remember how we set that up, and I would need it. It needs to be fixed anyways. There's nothing very special about that resource. Didn't I just put that in there? I did. I wonder if I like hard coded it and said like, go through these 3 or something. Were they getting their colors? They were. Man, that yellow next to the pink, it's even worse. That's in the right spot. I don't think there was a script there. Like if I accidentally like deleted something. It doesn't like the idle workers part. Which it didn't have a problem with a minute ago. At least I didn't notice it having a problem a minute ago. Maybe this thing uh, got messed up when I was deleting stuff. You know, I had an issue. Actually, it was very similar to this the other day, and then it hung on this screen for about 5 minutes. I was gonna force stop it, and then I was like, I wonder how long it will hang. And then it eventually fixed itself, and then when I restarted it, all the issues were gone. That's a Unity used to do that too. Something about game creation. And it was doing the same, like there. I would always get the same bugs, and when I hit build, nothing would happen. All right, we got to see. So it would do that, and then nothing would happen. Counting generation. I guess it doesn't have anything in it, so it's not the issue. Let's see here. Idle workers. Yeah, isn't that great how that keeps happening? Um, I think it was updating that. It's failing 4 times, so I'm assuming it's doing that for every county. Public ends idle workers. Get return idle workers. Private, private. Update idle workers label. Let's double check this. They're still there. Object, am I missing like an instance thing? I mean, we used this earlier. I clicked on this a bunch of times. Maybe I accidentally deleted an instance thing. It wouldn't be here. It would be here. Public, public, text, text. We did do the panel container before we tested that. Is everything saved? I don't know the hotkey for save all. Just to make sure. Let's double check again that these all have the right resources. I mean, it shouldn't even matter if they're like, if, yeah, I meant to put this on 5 too while we're here, because I had to delete that one. That shouldn't matter though. See, it's even working. The thing it's complaining about is even working. Oh, I mean, I'm so that was one of the things that I think it's, yeah, it's not. I think I like hard coded that in for the test. We're gonna change it though so that it assigns the color to the faction, and then when it goes through then it's gonna go through all the counties and it's gonna look at their resource to see which faction they're in. That's next. Actually, that will be like tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week. It says it's 75 on county data. No, they will. 47 is this thing, and this is working. And it's weird that well, I'm not going to worry about it for right now. Maybe it will fix itself. as as programming is known to do, that's not true. It totally could also be my computer could be croaking. My computer has so many issues. I literally run this all the time. I do a admin thing here, and I run it just all the time, like every other day. Do a SFC scan now because it's constantly has issues. It needs a fresh install is what it needs, but I don't want to do it because it's so much extra work. But I'm going to call it a day. Thank you guys for the help and the follows. And I will talk to you probably next week. I still have Fridays off, so probably next Friday. I want to keep working on it. I need to get it back. You know, we have a long ways to go to get to the where it was in Unity, and then I want to get past that. But I'll be very happy when we get to where I was in Unity. And I do think the code is coming out better this time. Because like yeah, everything I feel like is coming out better. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you guys next time.